Are you a good YouTube citizen? My socially awkward thoughts, opinions, reflections, and more are coming right up. What is up, everybody? Deveney here from Deveneyinteractive, the hippest mom in all of YouTube, bringing you some Team Deathmatch today on Carrier. Today is the 4th of July. Today is the day in America in which we celebrate our democracy, our citizenship, and our independence. I want to do kind of a clever segue into a topic that I've been wanting to kind of do for a while as a social commentary. Are you a good YouTube citizen? To thoroughly discuss this in a way in which I would like to approach it, you must be asking yourself, well, what does citizenship mean? Well, according to the dictionary, citizenship means the status and conduct of a citizen with rights and duties. So if we are citizens of YouTube's, that means inherently we have rights and duties as a citizen of YouTube. What rights and duties do we have as YouTube citizens? As a citizen in the YouTube world, you have the right to watch the videos in which you find endearing to you. You have the right to search things that might be socially awkward, and that's your right. You are a citizen of YouTube, and that is your right. Just because I do not like the content that you like does not mean that you do not have the right as a citizen of YouTube to watch that content. With that being said, with those rights come inherent duties, aka responsibilities, that we have to adhere to if we are good citizens of the YouTube world. Does that mean that we have to be saints? Absolutely not. I think that the YouTube community guidelines stated it very, very, very well. And I quote, "We're not asking for the kind of respect reserved for nuns, the elderly, and brain surgeons. We mean don't abuse the site. Every cool new community feature on YouTube involves a certain level of trust. We trust you to be responsible, and millions of users respect that trust. Please be one of them." So what does that mean to a citizen of the YouTube world? Well, I'm going to break it down into a way, in my opinion, and it's nobody other's, that I think is relevant to the YouTube gaming side. Okay, everything about the YouTube community guidelines comes down to two things. It comes down to hate speech and harassment. Now, if you was to look at the YouTube community guidelines referring to hate speech, they're going to just put into your face things about people's nationalities. I'm going to break this down into a way in even which the YouTube gaming community should be able to understand. There is a difference between calling someone "you are a bitch" and "you are acting like a bitch." See, it's the same thing that you're trying to say, but one is within being a good YouTube citizen, and the other is just you being a friggin' jerk. The second thing is harassment. Alright? Harassment is all about you not having the same opinion as someone else. And since they do not have the same opinion as you decide that you want to force feed them your friggin' opinions on it. That is not being a good YouTube citizen. Let's break it down. The community guidelines says when it comes to harassment, it comes down to respect. YouTube is all about sharing and interacting with the community in respectful ways. If you're not sure whether a video or a comment you've made crosses the line, follow a simple rule of thumb. If you wouldn't say it to someone's face, don't say that shit on YouTube. And if you're looking to attack, harass, demean, or impersonate others, go elsewhere. So what does that mean to us as a community? If you want to be a good YouTube citizen, what does that statement mean? Well, I'm sure that there are others out there who would think that keyboard warriors are going to be keyboard warriors. And to a certain extent, that's always going to be true, which leads me into my final little call to action in my social commentary. That call to action is, how will you be a good YouTube citizen? Is it your duty to sit there and tell somebody you've crossed the line, you're not being good? Or at what point does that your desire to do good cross over into the mob mentality that YouTube is very much famous for? So my call to action to you right now in the comment section down below, you tell me, how will you be a good YouTube citizen? On the screen, you're going to see a link to my previous video where I discussed the ins and outs, where I went full stupid on Black Ops 2. So if you've not seen it, go over there, check it out. And as always, your support is appreciated.